Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Shabbat Shalom. Today, na Saturday, number 26 day for this number 11 month for the year 2022. My name na Capo Daniel. I am the Deputy Defense Chief of the ADF and the spokesperson of the Ambazonian Governing Council. My nickname na Science Pass King, una own countryman. Una FBI, una welcome for our daily podcast. When a program where they speak the truth, where they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, the independence of Ambazonia. Good people of Ambazonia, from the mountains of Mount Fako to the hills and grassland of the Savannah State. I salute you for this weekend. Well, as you don't know, for the past week, we will not be able to begin push our podcast because of obligation and a mission with the Ambazonian Governing Council. It dan send una spokesperson for day for represent the interests of our nation. We could come back. Una know our podcast na a big tool for the Governing Council for collectively handle a lot of issue them. And even when we need to handle them publicly, we handle them for background. We go start today with what way it happen for inside our wing. We now see pictures them and video for two Ambazonian them, very prominent people them, where they then key them, tie their hand, and then burn their motor. We then put out a public statement for inform our public. Say, according to our investigation, we then visit the site, we then talk for possible weaknesses, and we then make our investigation, we then conclude, say the killing of those two individuals, one passenger and one driver for that motor, it not be done by Ambazonian forces them, even though for their dead body, they write later for the way they talk, say, then kill the people then because of them being a black leg. That one, I think, say, a part of the perpetrator them for that crime, their way for hide their crime. The driver for that vehicle, as we identify him, na a resource person, na a person where they drive that wing road, he be known, he be very popular, na very popular driver, and our soldier them be very familiar with he. He do they like any patriot where they be when a driver them, where them be na our eye them for self-defense. So we know that particular driver. We know him as a resource person for our soldiers, like every Ambazonian citizens them. And this one in particular, it be impossible. Say Ambazonian soldier for they go kill he talks in a black leg. The man be being a black leg, he be being a patriot. So we want to assure our people them for our wing. Say this type of killing, it look professional. Not only La Republic, the military go likely than do will never get any direct evidence where if we talks in a Cameroon military, but the likelihood in a Cameroon military it be very high because they don't become a paid assassin them. Now we would think say probably an assassination. Then surely kill the people them for different place, then bring them for that particular location for come burn their motor for the then stage which will happen if you from our investigators on the ground. So we want to let our population, they know say each time where these things that they happen, the Republic take advantage for try for weaponize them, for turn them against Ambazonian liberation. But that is not the case. If there is a black leg where our forces them, then kill them or then catch them, we go gladly come for can talk them for all man so that they go send a message me all black leg them be meaning stop their criminal activity them. But this one definitely is not a black leg. It's not a mistake. It's an assassination, and we don't know exactly who did it, but we are sure that it was not done by Ambazonian forces. After talking to the forces and examining the physical evidence as it did for them. And I also know say last week we handled the issue for inside Mbanja and for Banche, where the civilian they be ready to complain about constant harassment for our freedom fighters and for inside the because there is a dead body. We talk saying a public issue according to our policies. When there is a dead body, we account for our public and na general backup. Na a former ADF fighter Now one of the fallout for the infiltration for inside Pinyin, and for inside Awing and Santadi, and since those axes be infiltrated, it be now one of the last man standing. If it talk so na hero, general backup na hero, and would I explain for the population and engage with ye? Now the issue na say how they be infiltrate soldier them for Santa kill someone them. It be move, and it will be a very volatile situation. The population they need to know say their aggressiveness it be not because La Republic it be stage the creation of a fake vigilante for inside Banja. So it create a tense situation, and with the force we be there under any command and control. At one point the IG be Louis for join them, but you know they need to really take command and control responsibility. So the force they be use inappropriate power, inappropriate action them for try to protect the interests of the state and staying alive and make sure that things are the Cameroon terrorists they not get any working place for the. So that explains their activity and their aggressiveness. But would assure their population and the soldier them for this, who hopes going forward, the people them for Banja, Bante, they go remain patriot, they go respect the ghost town, and they go make sure say any person we that involved with terrorist occupation Cameroon them for create any vigilante for that area, make the people them identify them, they report them for we, may they assist when the population it assist with the leadership and the forces, it be able to identify individual them appropriately so that the right collaborators and traitors can be taken out of our community, and innocent people should not be made to suffer for the pain caused by some few criminals. So it has nothing to do, the killing in Awing have nothing to do with General Backup or his soldiers. It is something we have investigated, and we want to reassure our people that that is the case. Still, for the great state of Mezam, Ambazonia didn't get a big and huge success, and for taking one of those infiltrators, them way they be been a former Ambazonians fighter them, where they be done go join the enemy for fight against their own country, and they done successfully neutralize one of those key people them. This one and one of those people the way that already have La Republic and we don't get success for inside Santa. This one a huge big victory for Ambazonia. If you remember some time ago, some of our soldiers them for Santa, they make videos, say their friend them, their brother them, they don't carry some of their weapons, then go join La Republic. La Republic quickly recruit them, give them military uniform, then become part of La Republic, a foreign military, their personnel. And then that particular one, they don't neutralize them for inside Santa.
As soon as they game one can show we say now they game this. In the game, no respect me. No respect. You look and say me. It's like brother.
So the game, it don't fall. A traitor, like all the traitor them, that they could come and they go fall. God, go allow them to live. So the video don't be out. The game where we don't go join La Republic, become a La Republic soldier fighting for the enemy and the devilish bee. It then be neutralized, and that could be a message for all traitors. So we'll be very happy and want to congratulate our forces them for inside Santa for the great job, and we'll continue to support them, and we'll ask for the population for continue for work for be the eyes of the soldiers. The state of our war preparation it be very great. The morale amongst our soldiers then be wonderful. The operation the way they in the pipeline then be strong, and I want to assure our people them. As this podcast now always our eternal issue for talk and engage with our people, update them and keep our spirit high. So make all man in the worry when we talk about problems, because now the problems then be more important. So we'll go continue for the go down that road. So for inside this Atlantic state, it can be 2 weeks where the ADF through the press secretary of the president's office of the governing council would then put out an alert. It can be made by our PS, Mr. Lucas Asu. We then put them repeatedly for our soldiers within day for inside the great state of Manu about La Republique du Cameroon, their movement, the way they take them for inside day. We then put them out privately and publicly. but they let's say be effective. We don't talk say La Republique, their task force that they are one the way they use them for attack Ambazonia, and they don't come can they right for inside Nyang, the foreign alien Cameroon occupation forces then come out from Manfi, come with food. The information they spread would put them. So they come there for inside Nyang, would talk them every day. Every day we talk and say the military come for there as our civilian, they monitor them. So La Republique they don't can sleep for Nyang for 1 week. Wakam can reach right for inside Aqua. So they don't can reach for the fighter them for inside that area. They don't vacate their tank, they don't vacate their camp for strategic reason. La Republique they don't attack the main base where be for inside they don't burn down the base. And the disturbing thing I said they never put out propaganda pictures and videos them with it as they always do them. So make also that for that area, make them be aware. Then sit and gather their intelligence that they still work for fine soldiers. Then for they make them take their position. The one of guerrilla warfare will not say they will always be capable for do this type of thing, but will always come back. So and I think that way they go on for day. Unfortunately, you will feel say as this type of things that they happen, our own forces them then go the day sharp. But we still get information. We don't try to reach out for the general. Get information from ye, but if we confirm the action them, I think when I know say general no bullet, fear no bullet. If we don't stand make declare them say either being at the general for the Manu Unity Warrior, a group where they call themselves that name as when I know other group than they for Manu they don't belong for that group. The problem for our struggle, when I say one man they can't stand talk give it name way name mean na all man. Even if no be all man do ye. So the years fee marshal the game, we to be done join that alliance or that group. It done be neutralized yesterday by General Fear No Bullet. There is no explanation. We be no say if that move it come because of some challenges them. So that neutralize ye and in second in command. We will continue to monitor the case and this are uncalled for. And we ask all Ambazonian fighter them for no ever use such lethal force unless it is very, very justifiable and is necessary. We will continue to monitor the situation and we ask for all those way that can stand on top this boy them for take them let their soldier them for make sure they follow up and for take their responsibility very seriously. The last thing we can do for such fallen heroes now for put public awareness. Me their family, they are picking them, they know say their soldier, they know be pick up gun now for nothing and nobody no care. So one for talk for all soldier then for Manu, say me they engage in such discussion about these incidents and for talk say make no man no go kill some other soldier because say you want for being a King Kong or you want to say all man must day for you. They always tell our people them say unity no be uniformity. We no must become one before we be united. Another form for unity now also collaboration. Actually, and the best form that way be better for Ambazonia. Collaborative unity in collaboration. That means say all man need to work together. Whether you there for which group or not, we do work together. You know must be under so many group before when our officer will be united. That one a deception way politician them they use them. But make una just focus for collaborate. Una feel be different, but all una they work like one. La Republique then get different branch for military. They work like one. NATO, it get different command and control them. But they come so together then do joint task force. So make that so to work. For instance, Bamenda wouldn't get very fat victory also against kidnappers them. We be done can tell when I say some people them way they be take Caillou. These drug people they way they for inside town, they be done enter for inside Bamenda for the few moments will be the rally our troops and for mission way we can change. And they didn't give some gap. And due to one commander will be that abandoned struggle because of drug, if he said to go fire, he go take advantage, say he want to go join another force. But the story be long. The thing will happen, I say, if you don't make some criminal gang them within the drug dealer them, they be that enter kidnapping for ransom, they already do big havoc. and we don't successfully catch them. For the past 3 to 4 weeks, this boy they don't show people them for that side for Pinyin Quarters, Brassaris, Kanrishon Tarinkun. They those kidnap people them at random. Urangi case them for even people the way na big supporter them for our liberation from the diaspora, their family member they don't be targeted, business people they don't be targeted, strategic people they don't be targeted, any kind man, any way. So finally, we don't successfully catch them thanks to their own foolishness, where they don't go kidnap people and carry motor go them. That's what they use and take and track them down. And we want to tell our population, we will contact some of them and who don't know say they don't take their money. Especially the last case, we then take some person 2.5 million. The anti-kidnapping squad, it don't catch the criminal them. We will put the video out for send a message, saying that just a matter of time if you're a criminal taking advantage of this war and it be a treasonous act for do so because you put our soldiers their life at risk, you tarnish the reputation of our soldiers them. We no go ever leave una. We will continue to fight them as well as we fight the enemy.
I don't take money for understanding. Take money for I'll be sorry, forgive me, send me back, I will change. In the barrel, I will change as of today, so not to get my blood.
Was that in that you speak at the change?
No, I don't know what I want. I take your money for motor for cemetery and for luck.
The money will be taken for cemetery, how much?
2 million something.
How much?
2 million something.
Can use Amber name for town now. You been a fighter away, we don't fight. You let you struggle, see na final.
I'll be left struggle, see na final. But also I say I don't change. I will walk. I will go for hookah. I don't change. I don't change. You know, if I hear me again, you know what happened. The last one this will happen. So the new.
The person will be arrested. It will be high, extremely high, with drug, Caillou. 2 of them that will be arrested into custody. There is news say the third one it will be picked up. Then be in their group, a total of 7 persons. And the most important partner say the one the way they be hold their weapon them. They don't all be picked up and the weapon they don't be recovered from them as well. As soon as I hear for their own mob, the people they don't take money for them. A lot of money taken just to be used on drug and stupidity, while the people that suffer, they die, they don't care about the public, their need for freedom, and they act with the impact with such criminal act that they get them for the people their mindset.
Okay. That's if people there they work use Amber name for town.
Take 2.7 million.
They don't collect money. Years. The money wanna collect and how much? Talk me the year and how much? 2.7 million where they collect for business person for town. Say them be Amber them. Now then that the worker spoil our name. Shoulder finger. Yes. So any man where the worker do the kind of thing for town, me they know say na so we go treat them. Yes. When I see any man, when I see say no get one finger. When I know.
So they then be punished, sanctioned accordingly, and one for let our population know say we will continue. The Ambazonian Governing Council will continue to push aggressively for fight against kidnapping for ransom as a big threat to our liberty and freedom, and make our population then cooperate. Me then know say these are eternal Ambazonian issue where we shall be dealt with severely. And any person where they could do kidnapping for ransom in the name of Ambazonia, make you know say you did directly commit treason, a high treason, no be a joking matter. Very, very serious crime, and we will not spare our energy to fight this criminal activity. These are not what you will hear from mainstream media, and I want to know that the liberation shall not be televised. Fellow Ambazonian, last but not the least, I think say people that spread some message say referendum it go come for Ambazonia. Would want to inform our people them saying a lie, make some man not be deceived. The issue concerning the pushing of a referendum will no place where it come out now all deception. The time where people they use lie for deceive and get legitimacy then pass, make all man ignore such call. A referendum na an eternal matter. For we for talk so the ask referendum, it mean na say would want for compromise and undermine the sovereignty principle where the justness of our cause in life na a deception and a trap. If any referendum it want come for La Republique, make it come. Make them force now La Republique. But me some man no can fool and say some referendum it come. This is our liberation. It don't pass that stage. Most of the people the way they engineer this stuff them now people the way they try for torpedo the real big things the way they go on and make people them not be deceived. A referendum or whatever it could come from Ambazonia. If it could come, but make some money not lie when I say they in the pipeline and say it could come for deceive our people, for derail them and for throw them they don't use them like a blindfold for deceive our people. Them there is nothing like that. Nothing like that is coming. Just forget about that. Ambazonia will be free because we are capable to build capacity as we have built and fight against the enemy and make sure that they know they will be booted out of our country, to make sure that they know that they will spend more for the occupation than they will benefit. Those are the things that will give us freedom, not some propaganda and people taking advantage of what is being done. Our people should be rest assured that in appropriate time, the leaders, they will address them for tell them actually which way it happen. But I want to tell our people, let no one deceive you by saying that they are pushing for a referendum that will come, or there is a referendum in a pipeline that they are pushing for that will succeed, or that the international community is pushing for anything. So people, they don't be deceived, they don't hear those talks them and we get inquiry them day by day. People they use lies for mobilize people for get loyalty. They made no say a very big danger to our mindset and to our liberation struggle. But I want to assure our people, say big good things that they happen in diplomacy in favor of Ambazonia, and we all need to focus our attention to make sure say La Republique leave our land under fire. We need to buy more guns. We need to continue to intensify our resistance. As most Ambazonians na football lover, even despite the fact so we get war, I want to talk when I don't see how La Republique they don't be exposed. They don't go play, they don't win them for Switzerland 1-0. Na so their Pekin, he go score them in Bolo. He score La Republique, they don't lose a game. Despite their propaganda said they could win. When I don't see video them and message who don't put them outside for laugh them. They don't go attack that boy in Bola, na a Cameroon La Republique citizen, where he don't join na Switzerland them because the time where they want join La Republique, they be deny them because they no pay bribe. Even Mbappe, una know the one for Paris Saint-Germain, he too na the same case. Na say that country it will be the biggest football nation for the world, but na due to their corrupt nature, they no fit succeed for anything for this ground. Some fact them dey for inside this case where it is show wetin it be Cameroon. So make una sabi very well wetin this thing them mean, because it get very big meaning them. This incident it is show na how way Paul Biya it done transform that country for Cameroon, how it done train the people them. According to them, that boy since he been a Cameroon La Republique person, I see the play for Switzerland. So if for instead carry ball go score na Switzerland for help Cameroon, because say na for they way come out. Na say their own mindset it dey. Now why they wanna see say they vex with for go born he has, because they expect say since he come on for that country, he go take ball can favor na them, he no go score them. But no be so the war it work. When you play for team, you must play very well for the team where you play. This Cameroon, their mentality now why they wanna see say for election, when they see say a person will come up for other side, they go cheat you. They don't mind your merit, they go do cheat you. Even for election, when I see how they thief for Paul Biya, all their people they don't fall for back. How did they kill Ambazonia? They don't fall for back. No, say they're supposed to support their country. They need to care about justice. They need to care about law. Or they care now about pasha, stealing, corruption, man no man. Now the value system then this for La Republique as we see them through the football AI. No be something where any man will prosper inside. Nothing where you could take people them. They only go for back. Will not be in the same footing with the people. Will not join skin again with this type of people. Them will need for cut off our foot with La Republique in all way possible. Now that kind of mentality where it shows say if you're a person is there for some place, you need for the thief thing that began for you for back. That kind of way it make society enough progress. If you're a person that appoint minister, a job for them, I would take money, thief money can give for a village and a country people them. That nepotism spirit them. Now then that's so. It make a country not be prosper, because stealing is not good. the impact na say you go to move money for place where be important. All this La Republic mentality na the reason why they never fit prosper. So we need for see this thing for football to show a lot of this thing that we run away from. Capo Daniel signing off.